The best show to talk about my faction. Can get the and Max reactions. Welcome to the show.
Hey guys, it's Nathan from MyFaction Reaction here with you once again. I apologize about my voice. I'm not feeling the best right now, and I don't think I sound like I normally do. So I'm sorry in advance, but we've got new grinds and I want to share it with you. Before we do, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Now, that being said, let's jump right into this. So we've got a new grind. Now, there is one caveat for the grind. Now, once again, it's in LA, in World Tour. The one problem, we're using the same match we've been using, match 5. This is our new team. So this is very similar to the old grind. In fact, it's just got one additional step to it, which we'll talk about here in 2 seconds. But I wanted just to quickly review the team. Most of these guys you should have seen and potentially have. With the exception of Javon Evans. He's a new diamond card that just came out. You have to beat the Javon versus everybody Royal Rumble potentially up to 7 times to get him. Unfortunately, to access that event, you do need to buy the diamond MyFaction pack, which at a minimum is $19.99 for the basic one, or $39.99 for the diamond MyFaction Diamond Plus pack. So those are American prices as well. I'm Canadian, so I had to go and find those American pricing. But yeah, so that is the one difference there. Now, that being said, there's a reason why this card is probably price gated, and we're going to talk about that here in 2 seconds. So let's just go through the team like we typically do. So, and we'll start off with Finn Balor here. So right off the hop, he gets 15 for swiftness and 15 for 6-pack just for being in the match. Plus he gets an additional 2 for the steam like a bee. So he's getting a good amount of MFP there. Roman is getting 8 for swiftness. He's getting 5 for locomotion. When he does a taunt, he gets an extra 15. He's also getting 5 and 5 for stim like a bee and bee repellent. So overall, Roman's a very solid card there. He's key cog of this method still. Now, this is the live event reward card. If you don't have this, there aren't a lot of better options right now. Maybe the Stone Cold, if you've got the Stone Cold live event card, you could sub in place of this. I didn't say for this one either. You could sub in Rey Mysterio from Money in the Bank or the live event AJ Styles for the Finn Balor card, before I forget that. Then we've got Jey Uso, who is the pink diamond collector's level. You can really put anybody here, but there's a reason we've got Jay in here. If you don't have him yet, I know a lot of people do have him at this point. If you don't have him, just look for somebody with good badges that we'll be talking about. And actually, I'll throw the badges in here at the bottom. These are the ones that you want to look for. So the bee repellent, curls, going in hot, leg day, locomotion, 6-pack, steam like a bee, swiftness, quick winner, and unscathed. Those are the ones you want to be looking for. So on it. So with Jay, he's going to get 15 for sting like a bee. He's going to get 15 for 6-pack. Right when he comes into the match. He's going to get 8 when he climbs the ropes too. And you're going to use him to knock off the people from the ring. And if you get a chance, you'll be able to get 2 taunts in and get an extra 8 from that rabble rouser. Now, finally, this is the new piece, the Javon Evans Diamond card. So he's got gold sting like a bee, that's 15. He's got gold bee repellent, that's 15. He's got gold going in hot, that is also 15. So he gets 45 just for standing on the apron, which is better than any other card in the game at the moment. The other thing he's going to get is he's going to get 8 for climbing up the ring ropes, and he's going to get an additional 15 for Born to Fly when he climbs to the top of the turnbuckle, which is going to allow us to get potentially 720, but at a minimum 697 to 720 on every single grind that you do. This is much better than what we were doing before, where we maxed out at 670. I think it was like 640 to 670 that we were in the range before. Javon Evans is at an extra 50 MFP to this run, which is going to make a significant difference when you're doing your grinding. We're going to run into, I'm sorry, guys, I'm so sick, so I'm muttering a little bit. My apologies. We're going to go right into a slowed down version of the run, going through it, talking about what we're doing, and then 2 quicker paces, one at the 697, the other at the 720, so you can see what that looks like in action. If you find this helpful, hit like, hit subscribe, and join our Discord. And speaking about the Discord, I need to do this. Big shout out to my Discord, the MyFaction Reaction Discord crew that we've got in there. They've been working on this new grind since we got the Javon Evans card yesterday, or I guess Friday. He went available, yeah, Friday. So they've been working on trying to put the best grind together, featuring him, and how can we maximize the points and keep the time in check. Getting 670 in 24 to 26 seconds is a pretty solid amount. Or, sorry, not 670, 720. Anyways, guys, I'll throw it to Nathan, who will take you through the run-through. All right. Okay, so we're going to pause this a few times here so we can go over exactly what we're doing. So first, we're going to tag in Roman Reigns, and we're going to do the Superman punch. So let's do that. There's one extra step from our normal run. So there's the Superman punch. So now we are going to do a taunt, and we're going to switch to Finn Balor, and Finn Balor will do his finisher. And then we're back to Roman. So we've now done that. The next step here, and this is the new addition to the grind, is that we're going to do one more taunt, and then while we're doing that taunt, we're going to switch to Javon Evans. It's 2 clicks, and he's going to run across and climb that turnbuckle there, because you're going to get some extra MFP from his badges for doing that. So we're going to try and do that quickly here. And then we're going to try and get back to Roman, so we can get that. Now Roman's going to do his guillotine chokehold, and then we're going to have Jay come in and do crowd control like usual. And then we're going to get Jay in to do his taunts. If you get both taunts in, you can get 720 MFP. So, and usually it's like 25 to 26 seconds, so pretty good. So that says 31 seconds. That's a little bit longer because we were pausing it there, but you can see that it is 720 MFP. We got everything. We even got back to Roman. So overall, really good run there. All right. So we're going to tag in Roman. We're going to do this one much quicker. He's going to go for his Superman punch. We're going to do a taunt. We're going to go to Finn. We're going to go back to Roman. He's going to do his new taunt. We're going to get Javon Evans, and we're back to Roman. And then we're going to bring in Jay. Jay is going to clean house. And then we're going to try and get Jay's taunts in, both of them. So we only got one there, so this should be a 695. Because we only got one taunt in. And that will happen, but it will be a quicker time frame. So 24 seconds, 697, sorry, 697. So pretty solid. All right. So let's tag Roman in. Roman's going to do a Superman punch. We're going to go to Finn. We're going to go back to Roman. And we're going to clean the house here. See if we can get both taunts in. Don't think so. Well, let's find out. 24 seconds. No, 720. We got both taunts in. And there you go. That's like the full run there. So you can do that in 24 seconds. This is much better than the mode we were doing before. That was getting us 670 at max. So this is 50 points higher. So that will make a difference when you're grinding MFP. And really it's just that one inclusion, doing that second taunt, and getting Javon Evans to run the ropes and climb the turnbuckles. So it takes a little bit more getting used to. I really had to get my muscle memory out with the old one and get the muscle memory into this new version. But once you have it, it goes pretty smooth. So yeah, that's it. Hope this helps you guys. If it is, drop a like. Hit subscribe. That's more important. And I have to, once again, thank the community Discord at MyFaction Reaction, who really worked on this. they got the Javon Evans card yesterday, and we're working on putting this, what the best new possible grind was together. And if you do want to join that Discord, we'll have a link in the description of the video, and we'd love to have you there. We're always talking about MyFaction, other things we watch while we're grinding, whatever. And we'd love to have you in the Discord. Anyways, guys, I hope this helps. Have a great day.